Real Housewives of Potomac, darlings. Okay. First of all, let me give a shout out to Karen Huger, darling. She just recently had a birthday. She turned 55 years old. And shouts out to Curran, as Ashley would say, darling. And it's the photo she posted. Can we see that? Can we? Can we see that? Can we? Okay, there you go. Yes, Karen. There's a few cracks in my screen, child. I gotta get a little new phone. But yeah, so shouts out to Karen. She recently had a birthday. Karen is looking good, child. This is a photo Karen took with Candace recently. Oh, cute photo. So yeah, so shouts out to Karen Huger. I will say that this whole tax thing has definitely seemed to have humbled Karen. And I actually like her. Like a whole lot more this season, surprisingly. I just think she's funny as hell. Okay. So beginning with this episode, let's see. Episode 6. We had Corin, she is talking to her husband. She wants to create her own kind of business, some kind of financial business or something. And you can tell that he's a little wishy-washy about, I don't know if he's wishy-washy about her starting her own business or just about the whole advice thing. He very much so just wants this to be something that she works on by herself. And she kind of was a little taken back by that. I was too, because it was just like, what if she can't come to her husband about issues? Who can she come to? Who can she run to escape? But I get it. I didn't quite catch exactly what she's doing, Karen. So yeah, that actually moves me on to Robin. Robin had a scene with Juan. And it was cute because the kids made them kiss, and cute little boys Robin and Juan have, and they can tell they definitely like the idea of mommy and daddy together. But that's all they've ever known, so I guess. So Robin apparently she flips houses, and she is she in the real estate? I believe something like that. Renovating homes and stuff, which is good. So she's doing this business with her mom. She says that if anybody she can trust is her mom, and whoop to whoop. And child, I know some mamas that ain't shit too, but so good luck to Robin. Hopefully her own mama won't do it any kind of way. I don't think she will. A side note, I remember Robin saying that she wanted to take like an ancestry DNA test to see what she is, because it was this whole thing first season or second season when Ashley first came on there. And they was talking about the whole it was like a big race thing about what they are, whoop to whoop. And they both identified themselves as, black women. But when you look at both Giselle and Robin's mother, you can when you look at both of their mothers, you can tell that their mothers are definitely, they could possibly be mixed. Like they could, have a little something else, in them. Because when I first saw Robin's mom, I thought Robin's mom was a white lady. Until I realized that she wasn't. So yeah, I think they should do the ancestry DNA test. Not even if you think that you're mixed, but just in general, everybody should do it. Or what's another one? 23andMe, or just any one of them tests, just to find out where you come from. I've always been interested in that kind of stuff, and I think it's really cool. I think I'm gonna take one. Just to see what tribe the kids come from in Africa, child. I don't know. I might have some other stuff in me. Who knows? But hell, I'm black, black and the black and the black and black and the black. That's what I mostly am. So hell, the rest of this stuff I ain't have nothing to do with. Okay. So what else is going on? What else happened, y'all? Okay, it was a whole bunch of stuff that happened, so my mind is kind of worrying. Ashley had a scene with Michael. They bike ride and all this kind of stuff. Ashley's telling Michael that she invited the girls to this whole little shindig. Where they're going out hiking and rock climbing and all this kind of stuff. He was just like, okay, that's cool. She got on the whole topic with her mother. She expressed that she had a scene when she talked with Karen about everything that her mom that she does for her mom, and Karen was basically said the same thing Michael said, that you need to cut your mom off. I kind of relate to Ashley in that sense. I do a lot for my mom as well, but my mom is also 66 and disabled. Her mom is well-bodied and fine and still out there working and can make her own, and she just completely 100% mooching off Ashley. And so, even my mom pays, the bills, the bills that she can, and I, take care of the rest. So I don't understand Ashley's dilemma. The lady is just really, Michael's main concern is the fact that he's just taking care of a grown man, in which I completely understand, because they was just like, look, we got you, we can have your back and stuff, but we ain't finna be bothered with you when that man coming up in there. She just basically didn't care. I guess she needed to get pounded down. Still, and that's what it is. Apparently the guy's a bum. He don't want to work, can't work, lying, drawers on the floors, socks on the roof, whatever the issue is. So Michael was just like, yeah, you really need to cut your mom off. And she was just like, I'll never do that. That's my mother. I can't cut my mom off. In which I do understand. But in this particular situation, Ashley, you might need to, sis. You definitely need to, sis. Because I didn't know that lady was getting that much from you. A couple of hundred here, a couple of hundred there, or whatever. Child, I didn't know she was getting into thousands and millions and billions and all. I didn't know she was giving the girls that. I was like, ooh, okay. Well, I understand now. She was just like, so what is my consequence since I basically won't cut my mom off? Michael was just like, look, we can't continue to be bothered with this. We gonna get back on our bikes, because they was bike riding. He was like, we're gonna get back on our bikes, we're gonna go about our business, but something really needs to be done about this, because I cannot continue to go on, knowing that I'm basically taking care of another man, because the money that I'm giving you giving it to your mama, and your mama giving it to him, and he giving it to his sister and aunties and mama and whoever else. So Lord, Ashley, I just don't know. A little earlier in the episode, I guess they're getting the young girls together and combining one of the veterans with a scene. Hold on, y'all. I need something to damn drink. Ooh, girl. Don't nothing take you to the moon quite like good cold water. Good cold water takes you to a place. Father God. Anyway. So, we had Monique, Ashley, Sharice, and Candace. They all met up and had a little scene. I guess we're just going to continue to ignore, I say this every week, but I guess we're just going to continue to ignore the fact that Sharice has been knocked down to a B-level character. Nobody addresses it, so it's just like whatever, I guess. So they all come And they go to this whole thing with you're freezing your body for whatever reason. I'm assuming it's to lose weight. So they all four sit around and talk. Sharice said, "What did everybody think about my bubble thing?" They was just like, "Oh, we thought it was cute." But what did Sharice say? She said about Giselle's whole comment about her paying for the ring. Monique, they asked Monique about, was it Giselle? I think it was Giselle that asked Candace, did her mom pay for her wedding ring? And of course she got offended by that. Whoop to whoop. No, shit, it was Sharice. It was Sharice that asked her right there, did your mom pay for the wedding ring, because they paying for everything else. She was a little caught off guard by all the crazy questions. But with that said, Candace, Karen did warn you. She was just like, when these ladies come at you about something, just say it ain't none of your damn business, and go on about your business. That's all you needed to do. But being new and her being an open book and her, trusting folks, she became an open book and they kind of targeted her and came for her. A little later on after that, Monique met up with Ashley and Candace. They're getting everything together for this trip that Ashley has invited them all on. They're getting bathing suits and all that kind of stuff. Basically Monique and Ashley is coaching Candace. It was just like, look, when somebody addresses something, when somebody says something to offend you, you need to address it right there, in which I completely get. But sometimes you just kind of, when you first meet people and they're shady to you, it kind of catches you off guard at first. And you're just like, whoa, like you don't really know what to do or what to say or how to say it. And so you're just very like, what? So yeah, they just kept saying that to Monique. Oh, if I was in a situation, I would have did this. I would have did that. People love to say that kind of stuff when they're not even, child. So Candace just like, yeah, she was just like, I'm not the one. I'm gonna read all of them and whoop to whoop. So we got to the whole bus where they're going to the retreat, and Monique, her drunk ass. Oh, before that, Monique had gotten into a car accident. She says that she's doing charity work and she's trying to start her own business, and all this kind of stuff. And she, in the meantime, raising her kids. And so Monique is going through a lot right now. But everything that Monique is going through, she can easily cut out her life. She don't have to work. She don't have to do all these things that she is doing. Now, it's fine, great if she wants to do it, but the fact that, it's kind of stressing you out, sis, you need to let something go. Seriously. And being a parent is a full-time job. It is exhausting. So maybe you should just focus on that and do one of those little businesses or whatever you're doing. But you're definitely doing too much, sis, because, getting into that car accident, that was scary. But, luckily she's alright. I'm glad she's alright. So anyway, we get back to the tour bus, and, they're all talking. Monique brings up the fact that Sharice said to her earlier, did your mom buy your wedding ring? And Candace was just like, oh, that was a shady bitch moment. And Sharice is just like, what? Like, what do you mean? Did you just call me a bitch? Giselle them looking all crazy and whoop to whoop. Candace, they're all looking crazy. It's because A, this is just what they do. They shade down. B, to be honest with you, them asking you all those kind of questions. Yes, it was a little abrasive and a little soon, and yes, shady and rude. However, that's not the worst thing that they have said to anybody on these kind of shows. So I do understand what you're saying, but it wasn't that deep. And then the fact that you got so upset all of a sudden at Sharice was the issue, because it was just like it kind of just came out of nowhere, which it kind of did. But like I said, I do understand why you waited. Because if you're feeling yourself out, you don't want to completely cuss everybody out. You just got there, then they're not going to film with you and eventually be off the show. Whoop to whoop. We all know how it goes, so it's just about playing your cards right. But you don't really know how people are until you know how people are. So they were all sitting down. It ended up getting heated. Shots was getting thrown back and forth. Monique came to sit between Sharice and Candace. And she was just like, I don't deal with children. And Candace just like, I don't deal with old geriatric women, and whoop to whoop. Karen over there laughing, acting a fool, knowing she's the oldest wench in the room. But she's just excited that the stuff is not on her. So they all get back to the hotel, drop their stuff down. We have Candace, Ashley, and Monique, all the young girls in one car, and Robin, randomly, knowing Robin don't like any of them. And then we have in another car, we have Karen, Sharice, and Giselle. They felt like Candace owed Sharice an apology. And, so they got back to the room, and they decided to have dinner. Giselle said that she felt like Candace owes Sharice an apology. Candace felt like, for what? I didn't owe her an apology for nothing. And they kept going back and forth on that. And Sharice was just like, child, that was light shade. And Robin throwing her 2 cents in. You can't get mad about people asking a question. It was a follow-up question. It was a shady follow-up question, but like I said, if she wanted to go off, if Candace wanted to go off, she should have went off earlier or checked that. But, like I said, when you're first meeting people, it's a little shocking for somebody to come at you like that. But this is also reality TV, so you gotta kind of come with your guard up and with tough skin. Karen did try to warn you about how these ladies are, and you kind of got to play the game at this point, Candace. Giselle and Candace ended up getting into it. Candace told Giselle, I'm glad that you're sit down, and Giselle told her to shut the F up. Now I was just like, that was a little much. I would have read Giselle down. Candace did what she could, but Giselle's just a trip anyway, and we all know this. So hey, let's see. Next episode is supposed to get good though. The tables are turned off Candace, and now they're messing with Karen, child. So that's gonna be pretty lit. What else is going on? Yeah, Candace and Giselle's just going back and forth constantly, and Sharice. Giselle felt like, my name is Giselle and I'm the star of the show, and I feel like you owe Sharice an apology, so you should apologize. Candace was just like, child, please. Ashley was chiming in. She was just like, this is all y'all talk about each other. This is what all y'all do, and nobody ever apologizes. Monique brought up the fact that Giselle has said many things about her in the past, and the time Giselle and Sharice wasn't hitting it off or being friends, she came at Sharice about some fireman or whatever. So, Giselle rarely apologizes, but, hey, maybe they feel like Candace should apologize because she's the new girl. She has to earn her keeps. That's what annoys me about the show, like the whole earning thing and having to somewhat walk with your tail between your legs or kiss ass to a certain extent, just to fit in with them. That would work my nerves. It's just like, come on, y'all. Stop it. So, I don't know. This is a pretty funny episode of Potomac. Each episode I'm starting to like Potomac a little bit more. And, we're going to stick with it and we're going to hang in there, child. With that said, I'm Mr. Shalaki. Mr. Chalaco, Google Plus. Follow me at ItsKingsWorld Instagram and Twitter. At ItsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat. Chasing on Facebook. All that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.